Stop scrolling. Not because this video is entertaining, but because if you're still here, it means something inside you knows the truth. You're tired. Not physically, existentially. Tired of waking up with good intentions and ending the day wondering where your time went. Tired of motivation videos that feel powerful for 10 minutes, then disappear by morning. Tired of knowing what you should do, and still not doing it. Here's the uncomfortable part most people won't tell you. Your life isn't hard. It's undisciplined. Not because you're weak. Not because you're lazy. But because no one ever taught you how to build internal order in a world designed to keep you distracted. The Stoics had a word for this chaos, akrasia. Knowing the right path, and choosing comfort instead. Look around. A generation overstimulated, underfocused, emotionally reactive, calling it burnout, when it's actually self-betrayal repeated daily. You don't need another quote. You don't need motivation. You don't even need confidence. You need structure. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire while fighting war, disease, and betrayal, and still woke each day with clarity. Not because life was easier, but because his mind was trained. This video isn't inspiration. It's a challenge. 7 days. 5 habits. No aesthetics. No shortcuts. No fake positivity. Habits designed to do one thing: return control to you. Control over your mornings. Control over your attention. Control over your body, your thoughts, your reactions. If you commit fully, you won't just feel different. You'll become someone you trust again. But understand this before we go further. This will cost you comfort. It will cost you excuses. It will cost you the version of yourself that keeps saying, tomorrow. If you're not ready to let that version die, leave now. But if you are, if you're done drifting, done reacting, done wasting potential, take a breath. Stay with me. Because what comes next is where discipline begins and excuses end. Most people are sleepwalking through their existence. They are passengers in their own bodies, driven by the winds of social media algorithms, corporate marketing, and their own unexamined impulses. We have become a society of reactors. We react to the alarm clock with resentment. We react to the notification with Pavlovian obedience. We react to the weather, the news, and the opinions of strangers with a volatile emotionality that drains our spirit before the day has even truly begun. But there is a different way to live. There is a path of the warrior philosopher, a way of existence that demands you step into the driver's seat and take the wheel with both hands, even when the road is dark and the engine is screaming. Transformation does not happen in a flash of lightning. It is not a cinematic montage set to driving music. It is a slow, grinding, often boring process of making the same right choices over and over again until they become your nature. It is about the small, deliberate actions taken with extraordinary intention. When Marcus Aurelius sat in his tent on the cold, muddy edges of the Roman Empire, he wasn't writing for an audience. He was writing to himself, reminding himself that he had power over his mind, even if he had no power over the plague or the Germanic tribes at his gates. He knew that the way you start your day, the choices you make in the shadows when no one is watching, and the habits you forge in the fire of discipline are the only things that truly belong to you. Over the next 7 days, we are going to strip away the noise and implement 5 habits that will rewire your internal architecture. These are not suggestions. They are the bedrock of a life well lived. They will help you stand firm when the world shakes, calm your mind when the storm of emotion rises, and awaken a quiet, terrifying strength that you have suppressed for far too long. Epictetus once said that no man is free who is not master of himself. Mastery is the goal. Freedom is the reward. This requires your absolute, undivided attention. Do not multitask. Do not look away. Let these words sink into your marrow because we are starting with the first habit, the one that serves as the cornerstone for everything else. The first habit is to wake up at dawn and own the morning. The sun does not negotiate with the horizon. It does not ask for permission. It does not hit the snooze button. It rises with a relentless, terrifying consistency every single day. There is a primal power in the dawn that most of the modern world has entirely forgotten. The Stoics were people of the morning not because they loved the sunrise, but because they understood the fundamental psychology of the human will. The morning is the only time of day when your willpower is at its peak, before the world has had a chance to chip away at your resolve. It is the time when the mind is clearest, before the static of other people's problems begins to cloud your vision. Marcus Aurelius would begin his day before Rome stirred, preparing his mind for the chaos he knew was coming. He understood that whoever wins the morning wins the day. But let's be brutally honest, waking up early isn't about the time on the clock. It's about the act of intentionality. It is about deciding that you are the one who dictates the terms of your engagement with reality. When you hit that snooze button, you aren't just getting 5 more minutes of sleep. You are making a profound declaration to the universe and to your own subconscious. You are saying that your comfort is more important than your commitment. You are saying that you choose the path of least resistance over the path of evolution. You are starting your day with an act of surrender. And that surrender ripples outward. It leads to a rushed morning, a skipped breakfast, a frantic commute, and a state of constant reaction. You are behind before you even begin. Seneca wrote extensively about the preciousness of time, arguing that we act as if we have an infinite supply, wasting hours as if they were water from a bottomless well. But every morning you sleep through is a morning you will never recover. This isn't meant to scare you, it is meant to wake you up. To implement this, you must be ruthless. Set your alarm for dawn. When it goes off, use the 5-second rule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and move. Do not think. Do not negotiate. Do not listen to the voice in your head that tells you it's cold outside the blankets. That voice is your enemy. It is the part of you that wants to stay small. By moving your body immediately, you are asserting dominance over your biological impulses. Once you are up, do not touch your phone. The first hour of your day is sacred. Do not let the digital world invade your sanctuary. Drink water, feel the air in your lungs, and realize that you are alive. The first hour sets the tone. If you start with presence and intention, you become the author of your day. After just a few days of this, your biology will shift. Your mind will sharpen. You will realize that you have gifted yourself time, actual, usable time to think and plan before the world demands anything from you. It feels like freedom because it is. Look at anyone who has achieved greatness. They guard their mornings like a fortress. They know they cannot serve others from an empty cup. They know that their dreams deserve the best part of their day, not the exhausted scraps left over at midnight. 1 week. 7 mornings where you rise with the sun. 7 days of proving to yourself that you are stronger than a mattress. Watch your confidence grow. Watch how the problems that seemed insurmountable at night begin to feel manageable in the cold clarity of the morning light. You are rebuilding the most important thing you possess: self-trust. The second habit is 30 minutes of daily reflection. Deep beneath the layers of your social persona, your job title, and your digital footprint, there is a version of you that is immensely wise. It is the version of you that knows exactly what you need to do, but you have drowned it out with constant noise. We live in an achievement-obsessed culture that values doing over being, yet the Stoics understood that success without self-knowledge is an empty shell. Every evening, the great Stoic thinkers would sit in total stillness and conduct a forensic audit of their day. They didn't do this to beat themselves up or wallow in guilt. They did it to extract wisdom from their experiences. Seneca would ask himself 3 specific questions. What bad habit have I cured today? What vice have I resisted? In what way am I better? These questions focus on character, not accomplishments. They focus on the soul, not the bank account. In our modern world, we move through life like we are binge-watching a television series. One episode blends into the next with no pause for processing. We wonder why we feel empty, why we keep making the same mistakes, and why we feel like we're drifting. It's because we aren't metabolizing our lives. Reflection is the process of turning raw experience into the fuel of wisdom. Without it, you are just collecting years without actually growing. This habit creates a gap between what happens to you and how you react to it. It gives you the space to choose your response. To do this, you must find a dedicated time and a sacred space. No phone, no music, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. You can journal, or you can simply sit in the silence. Ask yourself, what challenged me today? How did I show up? Was I the person I claimed to want to be? What did I learn from my frustrations? Marcus Aurelius wrote his Meditations as a private conversation with his own soul. He was the most powerful man on earth, yet he made time every single day to check his ego and remind himself of his values. If he could find 30 minutes while managing an empire, you have no excuse. This practice will feel awkward at first. Your brain will scream that this is boring and that you should be checking your email. That is the resistance. Push through it. By the 4th or 5th day, the volume of your inner wisdom will begin to turn up. You will start to see patterns in your behavior that were previously invisible. You will catch yourself in the middle of a reactive moment during the day and think, this isn't who I am. You become your own mentor. You stop letting life happen to you and start making life happen for you. Obstacles become teachers. Pain becomes a tuition fee for a higher level of consciousness. This is how you stop being a character in someone else's script and start becoming the director of your own story. 30 minutes. 1 week. Face yourself. It is the hardest work you will ever do, and the only work that truly matters. The third habit is daily physical movement that produces sweat. Your body is not a separate entity that you just happen to inhabit. It is the physical manifestation of your will in the world. We have reached a point in history where we have divorced the mind from the body, treating our physical forms like neglected vehicles that we only notice when they break down. But the Stoics knew that you cannot have a resilient mind in a weak, neglected body. Marcus Aurelius was a fan of wrestling and boxing not because he wanted to be a champion, but because the physical struggle of the gym prepared him for the mental struggle of the throne. Every drop of sweat was a reminder that he could endure discomfort. Seneca, even while battling chronic respiratory issues, pushed himself with long walks and cold baths. He knew that physical discomfort was a training ground for life's inevitable hardships. If you voluntarily choose to challenge your body, you are building the capacity to face any challenge that life throws at you. Most of us have been conditioned to view exercise as a form of punishment or a way to look better for other people. We have made it about aesthetics and vanity. We need to burn that bridge. Movement is about remembering what you are capable of. It is about processing the stagnant energy of stress, anxiety, and anger that gets trapped in your nervous system. These emotions are physical and they require a physical release. When you push your body until you sweat, your brain chemistry undergoes a radical shift. Endorphins flood your system, cortisol levels drop, and your perspective changes. You reconnect with your primal self. You remember that you are a living, breathing creature designed for action, not a sedentary observer designed for consumption. The habit is simple: 30 minutes every single day of movement that makes you sweat. This is not a leisurely stroll. This is a challenge. Run, lift, jump, climb, or flow. It must be hard enough that your mind starts telling you to quit, because that is exactly when the training actually begins. When you push through that moment of wanting to stop, you are building evidence that you are disciplined. You are proving to yourself that your mind is the master of your muscles. This consistency rewrites your identity. You stop being someone who should work out and start being an athlete of life. The fog that sits on your brain will clear. The heaviness in your chest will lift. You will sleep better, think clearer, and walk with a different kind of presence. By the end of the week, you will feel a quiet, internal pride that no one can take away from you. You are treating your body like the temple it is, not with shame but with respect. You are building the vessel that will carry your dreams across the finish line. The fourth habit is a digital detox for 2 to 3 hours every single day. There is an invisible thief in your pocket, and it is stealing the most valuable resource you possess: your attention. Your attention is the currency of your life. Whatever you give your attention to, you give your life to. And right now, most of us are giving our lives away for free to algorithms designed by neuroscientists to keep us addicted. We have become digital serfs, tilling the fields of social media for the profit of corporations that do not care about our well-being. The average person checks their phone every few minutes, touching it thousands of times a day. We have lost the ability to be alone with our own thoughts. We have lost the ability to focus deeply on a single task. We have lost the ability to be truly present with the people we love. Marcus Aurelius urged himself to confine himself to the present, but we live in a fragmented reality of notifications and highlight reels. We are constantly elsewhere. This digital saturation is eroding our mental health, fueling our anxiety, and destroying our capacity for original thought. You must reclaim your mind. This habit requires you to go completely dark for 2 to 3 hours every day. Phone off in a different room. No screens. No internet. No distractions. The resistance to this will be visceral. You will feel phantom vibrations. You will feel a sense of FOMO, the fear of missing out. But what are you actually missing? A headline that will be forgotten in an hour? A photo of someone's lunch? A digital argument that doesn't matter? What you are gaining is your soul. You are gaining the ability to think without being told what to think. You are gaining the ability to notice the world around you, the light in the trees, the sound of the wind, the nuances of a conversation. Epictetus taught that we must distinguish between what is in our control and what is not. You cannot control the digital storm, but you can control whether you stand in it. Use this time to rediscover what it means to be a human being. Read a book that challenges you. Have a deep, uninterrupted conversation. Write. Build something with your hands. Walk in silence. The first few days will feel like withdrawal because it is a withdrawal from a dopamine addiction. But by day 3, the clouds will start to part. You will feel a sense of calm you haven't felt in years. You will realize how much of your stress was imported from the screen. You will realize that your life is happening right here, right now, and it is beautiful even in its imperfection. Every minute you spend scrolling is a minute of your life that is gone forever. Remember your mortality. Memento mori. You do not have forever. Stop wasting your limited time on a digital performance. Be real. Be here. Be master of your own attention. The fifth habit is evening preparation, planning tomorrow tonight. Most people wake up into a state of chaos. They spend their first few hours in a fog of decision fatigue, trying to figure out what they should be doing while the world is already making demands. They are reactive, not proactive. They are trying to build the plane while they are already in the air. But the battle is won or lost before it ever begins. The Stoics knew that preparation is the key to poise. If you know what is coming, you cannot be surprised. If you have a plan, you cannot be easily diverted. Seneca advised that the whole future lies in uncertainty, so we must live immediately, but living immediately requires being prepared enough to handle whatever the uncertainty brings. Think of yourself as a general. You do not wait until the arrows are flying to decide your strategy. You plan in the quiet of the night when you can see the whole map. Every evening, spend 15 to 20 minutes preparing for the next day. This is not just a to-do list, it is a strategic blueprint. Identify the 3 most important things you must accomplish. Only 3. If everything is important, nothing is. Be hyper-specific. Don't write work, write complete the 3-page report on market trends. Specificity kills procrastination. Next, practice what the Stoics called negative visualization. Look at your plan and ask, what could go wrong? What distractions will try to derail me? What excuses will my brain make? Anticipate the obstacles and decide on your response in advance. If the meeting gets canceled, I will use that hour for my deep work. If I feel tired, I will remember my commitment and push through. By doing this, you remove the element of surprise. You are armoring yourself. Then prepare your environment. Lay out your clothes for the morning. Clean your desk. Remove every possible friction point between you and your goals. When you wake up, you shouldn't have to make a single decision. You should simply execute. This practice closes the loop on the current day and allows your subconscious to rest. You will sleep deeper because your mind isn't trying to remember 10 different tasks. You wake up with a sense of mission. You aren't wondering what to do, you are doing what you already decided was important. This is how you build momentum. This is how you accomplish the impossible. It isn't through bursts of genius, it's through the steady, prepared execution of daily goals. You are the architect of your life. Stop drawing the blueprints as the building is being constructed. Plan the work, then work the plan. This is the difference between a life of drifting and a life of destiny. You are now at a crossroads. You have been given the tools, the philosophy, and the roadmap. For 7 days you have a simple choice: stay as you are or become who you were meant to be. The world is full of people who talk about change, who read books about change, and who watch videos about change, but who never actually change. They are waiting for a perfect moment that will never come. They are waiting for motivation to strike them like a bolt from the blue. But motivation is a fickle friend. Discipline is a reliable partner. These 5 habits: owning your morning, reflecting deeply, moving your body, reclaiming your attention, and preparing for battle, are the pillars of a Stoic life. They are not easy. They will demand that you kill the parts of yourself that love comfort and excuses. They will require you to be uncomfortable. They will require you to be different from everyone else. But on the other side of that discomfort is a version of you that is unbreakable. A version of you that can look in the mirror and feel a deep, abiding sense of respect. A version of you that is no longer a slave to impulses or algorithms. This is not about being perfect for 7 days, it is about being intentional for 7 days. It is about proving to yourself that you still have the power to choose. If you are ready to reclaim your life, if you are done with the excuses and the drifting, then let this be the moment everything changes. Don't wait until tomorrow morning. Start the evening preparation tonight. Set the alarm now. Put the phone away. Take the breath that signifies a new beginning. The sun will rise tomorrow whether you are ready or not. The question is, will you rise to meet it? Your potential is a debt you owe to yourself, and it is time to start paying it back. This is where the talk ends and the work begins. If this message resonated with you, if you feel that fire starting to burn in your chest, then do not let it go out. Lock in your commitment right now. Subscribe to this channel to join a community of individuals who are done with the average life and are striving for mastery. Hit the like button to signal to yourself that you are taking this seriously. Leave a comment below stating exactly which habit you are starting with tonight. Share this with one person who you know is struggling, who is tired of the noise, and who needs a way back to themselves. We are building something here that is more than just content. We are building a brotherhood of the disciplined. But don't spend too much time here. The video is almost over and your life is waiting. Go put your phone in another room. Go find your notebook. Go look at the stars and remember how small your problems are and how large your spirit can be. The 7-day challenge starts the moment you look away from this screen. I will see you on the other side of your transformation. Now go. Be the master of your own soul. End of excuses. Beginning of life. Execute.